Hey, what's up, y'all? Happy Football Sunday. It's your host, Jaden Gonzalez.
I'm a Chicago Bears fan, but I'm your man, Darrell.
Yeah, I know it's tough for y'all, man. You know, y'all just got eliminated from the playoffs, bro. This early in the season. That's crazy.
We was eliminated in week one. Chicago Bears has been the worst football team, in my opinion, has been the worst football team in the last decade.
For real?
Yeah.
Who's y'all best quarterback, like, in history? Is it Jay Cutler? Is it like for real? Is it
No.
Who is it?
And Chicago Bears fans don't speak of that name.
For real?
No.
Shoot. I'm about to
I do not like Jay Cutler.
How long was he our quarterback? Like 10 years, bro.
Shorty was there for a minute. I want to say eight. Jay Cutler might have been there for a solid decade, but he didn't do nothing in that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. But there's a lot on our minds. You know, sports going on, World Series, NBA, that tournament just started, NFL. But there's one thing that, you know, has clouded us recently. You know, something that's been bothering us.
I lost sleep. I couldn't eat.
It's like, so there's another platform out there. And we love other platforms, especially ran by other black people. There's
Let's talk about the tweet first,
the tweet.
because that's what started everything.
Nah, for real. Skip Bayless, as y'all know, undisputed star, used to be working with Shannon Sharp, said something very wild. We all know Colorado's been having a pretty good year, especially compared to their last season, and a lot of black celebrities have been coming and showing support. But one thing that Skip Bayless tweeted was, this isn't verbatim, but is Colorado Black America's team?
Now, me personally, I would have understood if he would have said for the culture. That would have made a little bit more sense. Black or white, anyone saying that question, I would have felt that's ignorant. Obviously, coming from a white man, it adds another bit of kind of like a vulgar taste because it's a white man. So I thought that was highly inappropriate. But what I thought was even worse was, Exo Sports making a mockery of it.
Nah, for real.
And of course, I commented, as you're gonna see, and I didn't get no.
Fix that real quick.
Yeah, shit.
We'll just pick up where we left off. God damn. We just gotta finish that off. We halfway through that, John.
Heard to me.
I don't think it's that one.
Me either.
Oh, you better switch them? All right.
I'll put it
Yeah, bro, it started off me and him using.
Nah, I still doing it.
For the intro.
It did that immediately, actually.
It takes about like 5 minutes, and then we get right into the
Should I just walk in?
meat and potatoes of the episode.
See what might make it worse. Or
Yeah, usually 3 segments. That jump still on?
yeah.
Damn. Maybe it might be the mic. Yeah. Switch the mic. Yeah, that's good.
Straight. Yeah,
That's good. It was the mic.
It wasn't like they used it before. It was too.
And Jay come in, just use this mic on the floor right here. I bet. Joint, just count us down after you hang the joint up, and then Rel gonna pick up where he left off.
I don't remember where I was.
So, you were saying you were responding to what I said about Skip Bayless, and you were basically going into
Yeah, I'm just gonna start from. I would have understood if he would said the culture.
yeah, right there. All right, Joint, count us down.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, me personally, I would definitely would have understood if he would have said the culture. If anyone would have tweeted that, black or white, I would have understood if they would have said the culture.
Right.
But black or white, if, saying, asking that question, black or white, I feel like that's ignorant.
Right.
Obviously coming from a white man, it made, and Skip Bayless, of course, him saying so many different type of vulgar things in the media.
Right.
It put another type of taste in your mouth, at least for me, and obviously for you too, but and many others. But it didn't for a classmate of ours,
Right.
someone who promotes their opinions and talent at Exo Sports.
Yeah.
Not gonna put out her name and the other young lady that's on there. There's another dude on there too. We don't need to put out their names. They seen me comment. They didn't. You're gonna see they didn't respond to my comment. So hopefully they respond to this because we would love to have them on the show and explain
Yeah. Like, what were
craziness they put online.
Like, I just want to know y'all thought process. Like not coming after y'all, but just like one. I feel like it was an immediate response to have a problem with what Skip Bayless said. Immediate response, especially if you're black. And these are 3 young black people who are running Exo Sports. And they posted something saying, I mean, is it really wrong? What did they say exactly? I believe they said...
They asked, is he wrong? Because if it was a black person that said it,
right,
no one would have really responded that way. My problem with that question was they kind of contradicted themselves trying to be I guess journalists saying is he wrong, because in the whole post, if you keep swiping left, they're making fun of Dion.
Right.
Dion never commented on that.
Completely ignored it.
Undisputed actually came to Colorado to do a show, so Dion, they ignored that. They made fun of Dion. They kind of did the RDC GIF. Hold on, Jamal, don't pull out the 9. That's one of my favorite memes. I think that Vine is hilarious.
I don't like that at all.
But for this certain specific topic, it seemed completely like, whoa, whose side are you on? Like,
right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You got this same color I got.
Right.
Why don't you feel the same way I do? So questions like that, that's why we would love to have him on the show, because I'm highly confused.
Absolutely.
Assaulted.
And my thing is it because of him being a black coach that we're saying that? Because if we're talking about players, there's great black players on every team. There's Caleb Williams for USC. You know what I'm saying? The list goes long. And if we look at players who have strived with right coaches, why aren't they called Black America's team? Why are coaches with we're not gonna go like what'd you say about Alabama?
Nick Saban has been killing college football for years. I've never heard, black or white, I've never heard anyone say is Nick Saban and Alabama white America's team.
Right.
In 08, from 08 in 2010 when Tim Tebow won 2 out of 3, I've never heard anyone ask is that white America's team now.
Right.
So that's why that's just my take on it. That's why I just don't understand where they was coming from. It was just crazy. It was kind of silly, extremely ignorant. Like, I just didn't understand that. But like we said, that's why we love for you guys to come on the show.
Absolutely. See what y'all thinking, and one thing y'all have to answer for is RDC. Come on now, those are my favorite YouTubers. The whole Bron Curry jump they was doing, Anime House, bruh, they have great content. Do not dare use it out of context. Don't use it out of context. Calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9. What do you mean by that? That's condescending as hell. But it's whatever. Come up here, tell us what you think, and we're going to let y'all sit on that before we go into segment 2 on Front Row Seat. Hey, what's up, y'all? You know, we here to talk about a variety of sports, but my favorite sport is basketball, and the NBA is looking lit. That tournament just started. You feel me? We got a lot of new players, a lot of new teams with new rosters, and just want to ask y'all straight up, what teams do you see?
You gotta introduce Jaden.
I thought you was going to ask me about the... his opinion on shit.
Damn, my fault. I skipped right over that shit. All right, let's run it back. Damn, that shit was fire, too. All right. Hey, what's up, y'all? Back with Front Row Seat. I'm your host, Jay. We back with Real and gotta introduce my homie Javen. Back here. Been a couple of weeks, but here to talk about sports.
If you a real front row fan, part of the original cast right here.
Hell
We
yeah.
definitely gotta ask you, because you know what I'm saying, you was backstage as you heard this. What's your take on the whole skip tweet? On the skip tweet, and I don't think I showed you the post. Did you see the post?
Yeah. Exo Sports.
I know about it.
Yeah. So so what's your take on the post and the skip tweet?
Alright, first the skip tweet. The skip tweet, I don't feel like it was right. It didn't need to be said. I mean, that's just his opinion. It doesn't need to be said, but what I really want to comment on is what's their name? Exo Sports. I feel like honestly, if I'm talking about them and what they said about is he wrong and would it have gotten like backlash and stuff like that if somebody else said like a black celebrity or something like that. I don't really think it. I know honestly, looking at it from that perspective, it would not have got that type of backlash, honestly. And
Yeah.
I don't feel like it needed to be said, but I do feel like that is the truth. Had somebody black said it, it would have been like fine. It would have just been like a normal comment,
Right.
and chill. Other people might have went along with it and be like, yeah, it is. And when y'all were commenting, y'all said, how come other college teams in the past that were successful with black players or black coaches, like this wasn't said about them? And when I think about it, we also have to think no other teams had Deion Sanders as their head coach, somebody with that much traction. No other team has this much media presence, even with their record not being so good. How much do you see Colorado when you just scroll through Instagram?
All the time. Yeah.
Even the teams that are winning, do you see them that much throughout the past years?
Nah.
Nobody else is getting that type of media attention. And why are they getting that type of media attention?
Because of prime time.
Because of prime time. If prime time wasn't a coach, would the black celebrities and all the celebrities that come to Colorado to watch the game, all the reporters, all the shows from ESPN, the big shows that come there to do interviews with them, would they be there if he wasn't there?
Probably
Or
not.
if Fedor wasn't there, would they be there?
Nah.
So even the other teams that was winning in the past, they didn't have this type of attention. Celebrities weren't there, so we gotta look at it from that point of view too. I mean, that's a big reason to why it's probably said. Because now, was anybody rooting for Colorado last year?
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I watched the full Colorado game last year.
They're in my conference, so no.
I go to TikTok, Instagram all the time, and I see people rooting for Colorado now. Nobody was a Colorado Bucks fan last year, but why are they now?
But is that for Black America or the culture? Because let's be honest, Black America is America. Our history is American history. I ain't trying to be all professor-like and get all into it, but that's where I'm saying where the ignorance comes. Because basically, I agree with everything you just said, but that kind of sounds more so he's for the culture.
Yeah. And
Saying Black America, whether you white, black, or anything, that's ignorance.
creating a division, kind of like creating that divide between black and white America. And that conversation, I feel like it's a little edgy, especially when you word it like that. You know what I'm saying?
It's like going back to the Washington Redskins. To Indians, Redskins, that's extremely offensive. Yeah, you can talk about the market and how much the merchandise is sold over the years and all the money brought in billions. Like, yeah, you can talk about that, but it's still insulting.
Right.
And it took years for them to realize, okay, yeah, the money don't count now because now people understand this is insulting. Let's change the Commanders. All we're saying is, like, dang, this dude can't. I'm not even talking about extra sports. I'm talking about Skip alone. Like, this dude never feels I guess even want to educate himself to not sound like he's on the other side, because there's so many controversial things that he has said. But we got to question. Dang, does he not like us?
Truly. Like one example I can think of off the top of my head is the way that this guy hates on LeBron James.
Yeah, I think that's
Hates on LeBron James. Crazy, because when we're all watching the NBA season, tournament's about to start. LeBron been hooping. I personally think, let me know what y'all think about this. I think LeBron is still top 5 in the league. The way he performed, Is he not? I'm not putting Embiid over LeBron, personally.
I mean, that's your opinion, but I don't think he's top 5 in the league. And I'm a Lakers fan.
Wow.
You think he's top 5 in the league? I ain't even about to explain before.
I feel like it's debatable. I feel like that 4 through 5 spot is a toss up between maybe like 4 people, and he can be in there.
Which 4 people would you say?
Top, I gotta say top 3 first. Top 3, I say Jokic, Embiid, Giannis, and then after that, I say the toss up could be Luka, Tatum, Bron,
Curry.
KD.
You said KD?
Yeah, KD and Steph.
I'm not sure if
That's
KD.
after Bron.
I'm saying it could be a toss up for them who's 4 through 5, but the top 3, I feel like those are top 3 for sure. Joel, Embiid.
I think he's a top 10 player. I don't top 5. Top 5 to me. And I'm not saying Bron can't come in and change a game. Bron can come in and change the whole game.
Yeah, for sure.
But because of his age, it's known now he's on minute restriction.
Yeah.
So that's why he's not top 5. I can name top 5 players that can come in and do everything he's doing, maybe even a little bit better, and not on minute restriction. That's
And
the
his,
only reason.
and his efficiency.
His efficiency, but also this is the first time we can actually say this. He's playing with less minutes. I'm not saying that's the cause of having great efficiency.
Right.
What I am saying is he's not averaging the same amount of minutes as Curry and them no more. As KD and Tatum and all that.
While that's true, I would argue that LeBron has the microwave effect. When he comes on the court, even if he had been resting for the last 10 minutes of the game, he come in, he get hot as he did with the Clippers, the rest of the team picks up. Like LeBron, the one thing I'd say that is something that guys like Luka, I haven't seen him do this yet. I haven't seen Luka inspire the team, and I won't even use the word inspire. I haven't seen Luka take his skills and his pride and his passion for the game and it be infectious on his teammates like for LeBron. And I think that counts for a lot when we're talking about best players in this league, because I see how he brought the team back in that Clippers game. If LeBron doesn't turn up, the team doesn't turn up.
Stop it. Get some help.
What? Look, you don't think that counts?
You said you've never seen Luka make his players better.
I mean, more than just diming them up.
That man flirts with a triple-double every game. How is that not making people better around him?
It's being a great player. Have you seen any other players take over the game on his team? Besides Kyrie, of course, getting that.
What he can't control another player on his team.
Yeah, what
taking
does
over
that
the game.
have to...
LeBron, when LeBron heats up, the team heats up. We saw that in the Clippers game.
But who
No.
plays above what they usually play on the Lakers?
Everybody, well, Austin Reeves?
I mean, he started out with the Lakers. I mean, he's going to improve. He gets more time. He's improved. But
Do you think Austin Reeves is becoming that same player on a different team without LeBron?
I'm not saying LeBron didn't help his growth.
He didn't help his growth. Could Luka do that? Put Austin Reeves on Luka's team. Is Luka elevating his game to that point?
I mean, Luka's like been in the league for 5 years. Bron's year 21, year 20.
Okay, but we talking about top 5 in the league.
Is Luka supposed to be mentoring younger players when Luka is the young player?
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand your take.
That is part of being a top player.
I don't think LeBron was mentoring young players when LeBron was 23.
And hold on. And
Exactly, and that's why
And
LeBron.
was LeBron still a top NBA player at 23?
Are you comparing Luka to LeBron?
Was LeBron a top NBA player at 23?
Was he top 5? I'm not sure.
I think LeBron was top 5 at 23.
In 2008,
Yes.
At 23.
he might have just gotten there. He might have just gotten to that level around there. He did take him to the finals the year before, so I'll say that. Yeah.
Does Joel Embiid make somebody else on his team turn up?
No.
Joel Embiid, nah,
Does Giannis make somebody else on
he's
his
not a
team turn up?
facilitator. I put LeBron over Embiid.
All right, what about Giannis? Does Giannis make somebody on his team just have exponential growth on their own?
Because he doesn't have that facilitation. But LeBron James has that facilitation and can also give you what Giannis can give you. He can run the whole game. Can anybody stop that?
I'm confused on what your point is.
LeBron is.
I'm really confused.
My point is LeBron can do everything.
You're saying Luka's not top 5 because he hasn't made somebody else a star.
I never said Luka wasn't top 5.
So
I
what's
said
the point?
LeBron is above him.
I don't think LeBron's above Luka right now. I think Luka's wilding. I think Luka's on the verge of if he keeps playing like this, because don't get me wrong, when Kristen starts to come around, he likes to fall. Like Cam and May said that's definitely a big fact. But
They are undefeated, so
I
I'll give
think
them that.
the way he's playing right now, if he continues this, now they just lost to the Nuggets. But if he plays like this, MVP, absolutely. Absolutely.
You got him front runner for MVP right now?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. But back to that crazy take, because you said
Crazy take.
you said
LeBron is in top 5.
So who do you feel like is top 5? I said it's debatable. Whether or not he is.
Here's my top 5. Giannis and Jokic are 1A, 1B. If I had to give it to one of them, I'd give it to If I had to give it to one of them, I'd probably give Giannis the edge. But both of them are top 2 players.
no order, just name 5.
After that, I'm gonna still go Curry. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put LeBron up there, and for that 5th spot, it would either be Embiid or Luka. Yeah.
You gotta pick one.
I mean, that's not a bad 5.
If I had to pick one, you made some good points. I'd probably give Luka the edge
Why is Embiid not in their top 5? He just won MVP.
because playoff success matters. Playoff success matters. What is his success in the playoffs?
Did he not play? Did he not play well in the playoffs?
He doesn't get his team to
So
win.
other than that, doesn't regular season?
Has he got his team to the conference finals?
The past 2 seasons, he was runner up in the MVP vote, and then he won MVP last year. And he's not top 5.
Jokic got his team to the
What is
finals.
Luka's playoff
Luka
success?
got his team to the conference finals before.
Hold on,
Has
my
Embiid
question
done
is,
that? No.
If we're talking about top 5 right now, why are we talking about player success? That's in the past. Are we talking about right now? Like you open it up this segment saying new season.
If we talking about top 5 right now for just their performances, we not taking anything that they've done in past couple seasons in account. If we doing that, then my top 5 would look very different.
Then you're also talking about player success other than last season. Before that, the year before that, Bron wasn't in the playoffs. Embiid was in the playoffs.
LeBron just got to the conference finals last season.
I said the season before that.
Embiid has never done it. Embiid has never done it.
Has never been to the conference finals? Kawhi hit a shot.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You're right.
Nah,
That was second round. That was second round. Yeah, I'm not tripping. He never made it to the conference finals.
Well, I'm tripping.
Come on now. How are we giving him top 5?
What happened last year? They lost to the Celtics. Oh, in the second round.
It's the second round. He's never made it to the conference finals.
LeBron went 1 round further.
Hold on,
But that's a round that Embiid has never been to.
Before we even get all into that, I really just want to get back to what you said. You said Luka doesn't make anyone better, and then the fact that you just ignored Jalen Brunson, because Jalen Brunson was working fine with Luka. Jalen Brunson was actually so good he needed his own contract, and now he's out there giving 40 to everyone else while wearing that Knicks jersey. That's 1. 2. So that claim that Luka doesn't make anyone better, you need to stop that.
So are you saying that Luka was the reason that Jalen Brunson elevated like that?
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the way Luka always performs, flirting with a triple-double, also dropping 30 or 40, he did that same thing while Jalen Brunson was wilding. Regular season and postseason. Let's not forget that.
He's a great player, but other players fit into the system around him. LeBron elevates players to a point where they are taking over games.
No, that's just not true. A lot of times, players that join LeBron start to play below what they were before.
That's if they're star players.
A shooter starts to turn into a non-shooter, non-factor.
That's a fact. And you can look up the numbers. And
that's not LeBron's fault. They can't play under the pressure.
LeBron wasn't the fault of the Clippers game. I was doing well. I'm not saying he didn't impact the game. He definitely impacted the game. But that third quarter, LeBron sat most of that third quarter, and that's where we started to catch fire. D'Lo caught fire. They started running plays where AD was getting by himself a little bit. Austin started to pick it up a little bit.
Yeah.
That wasn't so all that LeBron making people better. No, they actually was doing bad in the first half. They was doing bad with LeBron resting. That's why LeBron was playing so much in the first half. That third quarter where we outscored him, I think by like 14 or something like that. LeBron was sitting most of that third quarter.
And then the Clippers retook the lead later on in the fourth, and then LeBron came back in the game and heated up and was unstoppable.
LeBron was already in the
But if
game.
that's your point of heating up, Luca heats up. Luca's won his team the game. He hit
When
no
Luka
game winners
heats
in a row.
Dude,
LeBron was already in the game when they. LeBron was already in the
He
game.
can't control another player heating up.
LeBron had heated up. LeBron started scoring. LeBron started being aggressive, and when he gets aggressive, the rest of the team gets aggressive.
That's
That's
true.
not
LeBron,
true.
LeBron was subbed in and they was already hot. Russ started catching fire. PG got into foul trouble, and but PG came back into the fourth quarter and stayed. He fouled out in overtime, but in the fourth quarter, he was when he got subbed back in, he was still wilding.
Right.
That was not had nothing to do. I'm not saying. I'm not trying to put out there that LeBron didn't do nothing in that Clippers game because he was everything.
He's maestro. He's the maestro. He's the orchestrator of that offense.
What I
And
see,
Luca's not the orchestrator of his offense.
Luka is the orchestrator.
yeah.
Of
He
his
gets his
offense.
team
He's
open
the
looks.
point
He's
guard.
up there in assists every year.
He's the point guard, yes, but LeBron, he controls the game. It's his
Luca doesn't
IQ.
control the game. Luca doesn't have IQ.
He's great. He is great. He's up there. He's up there in that conversation. But I'm not putting him above LeBron yet. No. I'm not taking anything from Luka.
Right now
I'm not taking anything away from him.
So you're
but he's
saying-
not at LeBron's level.
So you're saying NBA players lined up right now. I'm not talking about their career stats. I'm talking about right now, this season. You're building a team. You would pick LeBron, someone who's already going to be on minute restriction. You would pick him over Luca.
No. If we were,
That's my question.
Okay. If we're in a
if we're talking
discussion-
top five, that's
and somebody says in the past 2 weeks of this season, yeah, I say Luka's better than LeBron. But if we look at it, I can't just look at it from that perspective. When you see what players have done recently, when you see what he did last year, taking that team to the conference finals, and now the team has improved, I think they're going to go all the way this year. There's no way I'm not
All
putting
the
them top
way?
five. Yes.
I ain't arguing with that.
All the way?
I got my
Yes.
Lakers going.
You don't
too.
think
I
they
ain't
can?
arguing with that.
I didn't say I don't think they can. I hope they do. But I mean, you got to get through the Nuggets.
Yeah, there's a lot we got to do.
Of course, but I believe
And it's crazy he's saying that because when we lost to the Magic, no, when we beat the Magic, he texted me and said, "Bro, Darvin Ham needs to get fired. You need to fire your coach, bro.
Okay, I
he gotta go."
I was being dramatic when I said that. But was I not right about the points I gave you? I said put Cam Reddish in the game.
You
He
was-
put Cam Reddish in the game. Look what happened.
I'm gonna be 100% right. You actually was I'll probably say 85% right in those messages.
And then-
Yeah, obviously Cam Reddish needs to be a starter.
Absolutely.
His defense is remarkable.
Absolutely.
He's gonna be an all defensive. He's gonna be on the all defensive team this year. Merchant right now on the front row. Cam Reddish will be on the all defensive team, first, second, or third. I think he's gonna be in top two. I think he's gonna be on the first or second team.
And he was locking up a play. He was locking up Paul George, which was so ironic to me because
He wasn't locking up.
Okay, he was like PT got his. He got his.
When he was on specific players, he definitely contained them to an extent.
He played-
Locking up is crazy because
Okay, you're right. He still got his. But he played great defense on Paul George, which was just ironic for me to watch because Cam Reddish reminds me so much of Paul George. Just by the type of way he plays,
Really?
the type of player he is, his build. He reminds me so much of Paul George. So when I saw him head up, playing against him, it was kind of because, his defensive prowess, things like that. I always love seeing that players, who have similar, a young version and an older version going head to that. Like, imagine seeing Devin Booker going head to head against Kobe. Not saying that he's on that level, but just the style of play that they have.
I just have to address I want the Lakers to make the finals. 'Cause I love LeBron, but we just have to be realistic. Right now they're at 500, and then they have to get through the Warriors. There's the Warriors. There's Denver. There's Dallas,
Right.
and there's the Clippers.
Which they
And
just
Minnesota's playing cool too. But
I don't
even
think
though,
Minnesota's a problem for the Lakers.
okay,
The
but I just
biggest
named
we have-
4 other teams, and then we've yet to see the Lakers dominate a game this season.
The Lakers are too big for the Warriors to handle.
5-7
Too big?
games.
So the Lakers are too. You think the Warriors have the size to contain the Lakers?
I don't see the Lakers as a necessarily big rebounding team.
Wait a minute.
They
Time
are.
out.
They definitely
You just
are.
said you haven't seen the Lakers
Dominate a game
dominate
this season?
It hasn't even been 10 games. And what teams on that list?
But all the games that they won have been close. They've been to the edge games.
Okay, but you just brought up the Clippers being a hard team. We beat them.
Yeah, y'all beat them, but
With
now
everyone.
I
Yeah,
mean,
now they got Harden. Yeah, we got to see them again. But just let you know, we beat
and
them with all those people: Kawhi, Russ, PG,
yes,
yeah,
but we
and
also have
healthy
to
bench.
realize a playoff series is four
It's
games.
diff-
Can I see them beating them 4 games? I don't know.
I do.
I'm glad
And
you.
now with
I'm
Harden, do
glad
I
you
see them
brought up
beating them 4 games?
playoffs in the Clippers conversation because when's the last time we seen the Clippers hold their weight with this new team?
It's been a while.
I mean,
I
bro,
don't
we
think
gotta
it's
keep
ever
it. We
happened.
gotta keep it a buck. The injuries have played a big factor in that.
They have. They have. Of course, I'm not gonna act
I'm
like
not
they
rooting for the
haven't,
Clippers, like I
but
said, but we gotta be realistic here.
Whether they played a factor or not, they still came up short. The
Yeah.
last time I checked, the Warriors was kicking everyone's ass. They didn't see one team.
We gotta.
That one team was the Lakers,
Yeah.
and they lost to us in 6. We might have got swept in the conference finals with Denver. To me,
Right.
Denver is the only wall. Maybe I gotta see the Clippers with Harden, but right now the only wall I see is the team that we haven't beaten. That's Denver.
And that's
'Cause
what
everyone
I'm
else we
saying.
beat.
Y'all don't
Minnesota is disrespectful. Dallas hasn't even gotten everything together yet. They're still trying to.
They haven't even gotten it together, and right now they're second. And then Golden State. Why are we forgetting about
They
Golden
just-
State?
Bro, Golden
Bro,
State
we
is
haven't
too
even
small.
played 10. No one in the league has played 10 games yet. And you keep saying right now they're second in the league.
Y'all are also
Now you know
they haven't played 10 games yet, and you're saying Lakers to the finals. There's no
I
difference.
didn't say that. You
I
said
My
that.
man said that.
I definitely said that.
I didn't say Lakers to the finals.
Because when they get in the finals,
said-
Why would I say Lakers to the finals and beat?
You said you wanted the Lakers to go to the finals. He said Lakers to the finals. Whatever.
Yeah.
I definitely didn't say that. I said I love the Lakers and I would love if they make it to the finals. I didn't say they're going. I didn't say nothing like that. I was speaking straight facts.
What I will say,
Dallas has not gotten it together yet.
what I will say,
I don't.
We have a coach that has dealt with that has the least amount of resume as a head coach, dealt with the most adjustments, and still has done more than some of these veteran head coaches. He's been to a conference finals in his second year. There's some head coaches in the league that still haven't been into the conference finals.
Yeah.
1, 2, like I just said, how many adjustments has the Lakers had since Darvin Ham?
too many to count. Rob Pelinka been putting in
He's
work.
still wondering who's starting.
Yeah,
And he just beat the Clippers. Mind you, there's a better coach over there.
definitely a veteran coach.
If you talking about potential or who has the best potential in the league right now, who has LA? That's why I don't see Dallas. Dallas is great. I think they're gonna be great once they start writing them playbooks to get Kyrie in the system a lot more, or as a facility, whatever. Just use Kyrie a lot more than they have been. But I think they're gonna be good, not enough.
They need
Right now, I don't see the Lakers being enough.
what they have every
All
piece
right.
they need.
Do they?
Yes.
I don't.
They have-
Let's go off when they beat the Clippers. When they beat the Clippers, D'Lo dropped what? I think 27. Am I counting on D'Lo to drop 27 for me in all big games? I'm not counting on
Listen,
D'Lo.
like the MMA said,
Hey.
believe in that entourage. That D'Lo, Christian Wood, Jackson Hayes. What I seen in that Clippers game, I was highly impressed.
But what-
Christian Wood playing perimeter defense. Now, don't get me wrong, Russ was cooking them, but that's Russ. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you just got to eat that. You know what I'm saying, it is what it is. But Christian Wood is a sleeper. D'Lo's a sleeper. When Austin starts to pick it back up because he's been, you know what I'm saying, slacking a little bit. You know what I'm saying, he ain't been hitting his shots. Yeah, I'm telling you.
And I'll say from the Lakers, they look great against the Clippers, especially when you take into consideration they were missing 4 players on their roster. They were missing Vandal, they were missing Torian Prince, they were missing Rui Hachimura, and they were missing Gabe Vincent.
We had
They
Cam
played great.
Reddish leading the team in steals, and I'm talking
He had
1-on-one.
no
Like, you know
minutes
what I'm
before.
saying? I ain't saying we're going to the finals, but what I am saying to sweep us under and to talk about teams like Minnesota, Dallas.
I'm talking about teams that are showing something right now.
They, right now,
Yeah,
when
a few games
5
in.
games into
Right.
into the season, yeah.
I can-
All I'm gonna say is when's playoffs? February.
Yeah,
When
right.
February March hit, you're gonna see who's really a wall in front of us. It's not gonna be none of those teams. Clippers maybe.
I'm seeing a historic
Warriors, maybe.
match here with the
Denver,
Lakers.
yeah.
Lakers Clip
Dallas will probably be a wall.
Okay.
that they gonna break through.
Word to me.
But
If
here's
they even make it,
the Celtics, to me, are looking like the team in the East. The Lakers, I say the Celtics are looking more like a sure thing in the East than the Lakers are in the West. I'll personally say that. Seeing the additions of Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis is crazy. I really think we're going to get a Lakers Celtics finals this year.
Finals is crazy. It hasn't even been 10
They're
games.
not the best team in their conference. Like, right? They're not the best team in their conference. I'm not going to just.
But look at their
Let's just say the season tournament or something, because
I'm not going to go with it. I'm not going to go with a team that's been up and down the past 3-4 years.
They just
And say
made
that they're in
it.
the front.
The last 3-4 years, they made it far every year. They made it to the finals or the conference finals.
They were not in the playoff. They were not really in the playoffs. I think the year before they got kicked the second round. The year before that, and last year they didn't make it to the conference finals, and then they got swept by the Nuggets.
They were in the finals against.
They got swept nasty.
They were in the finals against the
Who?
Warriors, and then the very
Lakers.
next year they
I thought
made
you
it to
were
the
talking about
conference
Boston.
finals. The Celtics just made it 2 years.
I'm
They
talking
made it
about
to
the
finals.
Lakers. I'm talking about the
I
Lakers.
thought-
I know what the Celtics are.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Celtics. Oh, so say your point again. Say your point again.
My point is the Lakers have a lot that they need to overcome before I'm talking about
Finals.
They're not even the best team in their conference.
I,
When I really look at it, are they top 3? I don't think so.
I agree
haven't
with
seen it
that,
yet.
but what I am saying is saying teams like Minnesota, Dallas.
I said maybe Minnesota for the 5th team. Dallas is not disrespectful.
to be better than us, yeah.
Dallas is not disrespectful.
What's their answer?
Based
for
on what
Dallas is not disrespectful based on what the Lakers have shown me over the past couple years.
Okay, so you're talking about years. I'm talking about the new adjustments.
Since the new adjustments,
Listen.
Dallas looks like one of the best teams.
Dallas' biggest adjustments happened last year when it was like 16 games left, and they went on a terrible losing streak. Now they look great, which is Luka always looks great in the beginning.
And Kyrie ain't even show up for real yet. So when he does,
Like I said, when they start to get him in the mix more, maybe my mind will change. But no, I'm not sold on Dallas.
And I'm not-
Based on what I've seen. All I've seen is the usual. Luka looking great in the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
and are you sold on the Lakers?
Yes. I am.
Just
But
based
the new
off them
adjustments
beating the
I've
Clippers? Just them based off them
That's
beating
not-
the Clippers?
that's
And
not
you
the-
said
that's part of the reason why.
when was the last time the Clippers did anything?
I'm not talking about them just beating the Clippers. First off,
Right.
we've never beat the Clippers in a regular season game. So us doing that and doing that at that aspect with everyone playing good on the Clippers end means a lot. I'm
Missing
keeping it real.
4 players. Missing 4 players. That's
So yeah, that is
come
a
on
big
now.
deal. I think that means a lot. You got D'Lo dropping 27, Cam Reddish playing 35 minutes, leading the league and leading the team in
D'Lo will drop 27 today and 2 tomorrow. I'm not counting on him.
extremely inconsistent. That's what I'm saying. I never said I'm counting on them and they can go to the finals. I said I'm a Lakers fan. I hope they do.
Right.
But I did say they have the potential. Now, finals talk. I literally just said it's way too early to even be saying that.
Then I need this man to answer. What's really selling you on the Lakers this year? Like over the other teams in the West.
What's telling me on the Lakers? See, you gotta understand my perspective. I'm a Cowboys fan, right? So when I root
That
for a
explains
team,
everything.
I root. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no. I
Delusionally.
think that they could. Nah, they making it.
Delusionally.
This is our
Okay.
year.
I understand now. All you had to say was you're a Cowboys fan. Delusionally. Okay. I get it now.
So you don't mind talking final talk before 10 games in a season? I just want to understand yours.
I mean, people talk finals talk before the season even start. I'm
People
everything
do. I think
I've
that's
said
crazy.
is off how they've been playing so far, and so far from what I've seen, and for so far from what I've seen of the Lakers
But they-
is
Think
I'll
about
say this. So
They
far,
have-
what I've seen, I got Mavs against. I'm talking about in-season tournament. I ain't talking about no finals.
I don't even know what's going on with the tournament. I'm highly
I'm
confused.
confused as well.
What y'all confused about?
The in-season
The
tournament.
way it works, I have no
I'm highly
idea.
confused.
Okay, so on each side, there's 3 different groups. You got. I'm gonna stay on one conference, but it means the same thing for the other one. You got West A, West B, West C. I think they picked it off the records from last year. Feel me? So, I believe it's every Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's that's why they have different jerseys and different courts to give off that new vibe. So it's like a different vibe, like a little tournament. It is highly confusing. I can't lie, especially just being so just thrown out there like that. It kind of could have gave us a little bit more time to it. But yeah, just 3 different groups. Best teams have to make it out those groups, and then it turns into a bracket. Obviously, there's a wild card. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna start to make sense once these teams make it out their groups.
I know the
It's the
Lakers
best.
group.
It's the best out of 3 right now, I believe, for to make it out the groups. I think there's many different teams up 1-0. Like Warriors is up 1-0 on OKC. Denver is on up 1-0 against Mavs. Knicks is down 0-1 to the Bucks. Yeah.
Speaking of the Knicks, man, look, I think they're one of the teams, along with a few others, that need to change some things.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Uncle Ghost. The Knicks ain't good. The Knicks gotta get it.
Their
Julius
leading
Randle
player,
gotta go.
Julius Randle, he's gone. This season, he's shooting 28% from the field and 30% from 3 and 60% from free throw. That's terrible. That last game, he shot what, like 3 for 15? 10 points, 8 turnovers? That's terrible.
I never seen a Knicks contending.
Yeah, not with that roster. No
I
way.
never. There's more disappointing teams than the Knicks right now.
Wait.
Miami,
I mean, Miami's looking bad.
Miami, Cleveland.
But the here's the situation. The Knicks
People
are not,
still count out Miami, huh? We didn't
come back
see
every year.
Miami go from the play-in to the finals.
That's
And
what
we
I'm
want to say they look bad. To me, Miami can look as bad as they want. As long as they got Eric Spo and Jimmy Butler, they're good. That's the conference finals team.
Yeah.
I don't care what no one says. You can argue that, but the numbers is right there. This is the team that made it from the play-in to the finals. I'm never counting them out. I don't care how bad they look.
Yeah.
Before 10 games in the season.
But do you see them winning a finals? Honestly,
No.
I
Or do
didn't
you just
say
see them-
winning
do you
the
just-
finals. I said I never count Miami out due to their past.
I see them going deep in the playoffs.
They've been terrible. They lost the first game in the play-in. Had to play the second one just to still make it.
Yeah.
They still made it to the finals. Like,
Yeah.
come on now.
Who they beat? They beat the Bucks and then the Celtics, right?
They beat the Bucks, the Knicks, and then no, they didn't beat the Knicks. Did they beat the Knicks?
They beat the. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they beat the Knicks.
They beat the
They beat the
Knicks.
Bucks, the Knicks, and the Celtics.
yes, but
Yeah, Bucks won first round exit. Yeah, that was crazy.
the Heat year after year have had a shocking surprise with Jimmy Butler playing great,
Right.
the team coming together, which I love for them. But when I look at it throughout the offseason, what did they do to make their team better? The teams that they were competing with in the East, they got better over the offseason.
Who?
Milwaukee,
Boston.
Oh,
Boston.
you're talking about Miami not getting better over the offseason.
Yeah. Well, what did they do to get
Yeah, they
to,
made-
to, to really
Facts.
changes?
Miami last year had a bunch of undrafts. They actually broke a record for undraft players
And lost all
still
of
made
them.
it to the finals
They lost all those undrafted players down there though.
because they did so good.
But I'm saying, what did they do to improve?
But what I'm saying is that shows you whether they improve or not.
That they can make something happen. Yeah.
With Eric Spo, they can still make something happen.
Yeah,
You got
yeah.
Jimmy Butler shutting it down. When playoff times come, Jimmy Butler is the best player in the game. I got time to argue for that one.
Is he a Hall of Famer?
Why do people always
Answer the
people
question.
give you an answer you want to take a mile? Where did that come from?
Because I'm thinking there's a.
I said he's the best in the game when playoff time comes because you can
Yeah.
count on him to get you to the next level.
Yeah,
That's
agree.
why I consider him the best or damn near the top 3 player in the postseason.
Of course.
How does Hall of Fame get into that?
If he is,
I'm not taking anything
he's
away
like
from
third,
him, but
fourth
is
ballot.
he?
It's not
But
first.
is he?
He's a really good player.
I think he's Hall of Fame.
He's a
Hall
very
of Fame is so
he's a
crazy.
very good
That's
he's
such
a
a
he's
far
a
jump.
very good player.
So y'all wouldn't have him Hall of Fame right now?
No, he didn't win anything.
I mean,
But
I don't
Hall
feel
of
like you have
Hall
to
of
win
Famers damn
anything.
near
to-
changed the whole game.
No, it doesn't. There's plenty of players in the Hall of Fame
They
that didn't
should.
change the game. They should, but there's a lot of players who haven't done.
So what numbers does Jimmy Butler have that give him Hall of Famer? Because he's not top 30 in scoring. He's not top 30 in rebounds, assists,
Okay.
blocks and steals. I'm not sure. He might be top 3 greatest Heat players ever, but he didn't bring Heat what they love, a ring.
That's true.
Top 3 greatest Heat players ever.
Even that's debatable.
Good luck.
You
I
can
don't
name
really even
Dwayne
feel like
Wade,
that's debatable. LeBron, Dwayne,
D Wade,
Alonzo
LeBron,
Mourning.
D Wade, LeBron, D
Yeah,
Wade,
D-Wade,
LeBron.
Are we just going strictly off Miami or the best players to come to
First
that
off, D
organization?
Wade, LeBron, Shaq, because Alonzo don't have a ring.
Yeah, but I'm saying
He
Alonzo
don't-
before
yes,
Jimmy
yes,
Butler is my point.
Alonzo has a ring.
I'm pretty sure.
With
I
who?
could be wrong.
My
but
point. My
I
point
think
is
he was on
before.
that team.
My point is before Jimmy Butler.
Okay, if he was on that team, who? What did Alonzo do that Shaq didn't?
Yeah,
I'm
not saying, but he.
That's what I'm
got
saying.
a ring.
Greatest Heat. Okay, so no, actually, I'm wrong. So we're going off Heat player. Yeah.
Yeah.
If he was on that team, no, I think he's on that management.
You're missing my point. My point was just Jimmy Butler's not a top 3 Heat player all time.
But
I'd
you're
agree.
missing my point. I'm saying I don't disagree with that. That's why. I'm getting back to the original point and saying that's why he's not Hall of Famer. If he's not even a top 3, if it's debatable that he's not a top 3 in the main franchise that he's been playing at, how in the hell is he a Hall of Famer? That doesn't even make sense to me.
We're not going to act like there's not plenty of people in the Hall of Fame who are top 3 in the organization's history.
Who?
Bernard King. Is he a top 3?
Who? You always naming someone that your father done told you. Who is Bernard King?
These are Hall of Famers.
I don't know him.
Are these not Hall of Famers?
Never
In
heard of
what
him.
year, bro?
80s.
Okay.
That wasn't that long
Bro,
ago.
can you name someone recent?
The 80s is literally over 30 years ago.
Like, come on, bro.
Tony Parker's a Hall of
Might be
Famer.
over 40 years ago.
Tony Parker's a Hall of Famer.
He has
not-
multiple. He has
he's
multiple.
not- he's not
He
top
has
3
multiple.
in his-
He has multiple
No,
rings.
he's not.
He was an
He has
all-star
Finals
multiple times.
MVP.
Okay, you said top 3 in the organization. He's not better than Tim.
I don't feel like you don't have to. You don't have to be top 3 in the organization to be.
I'm just arguing against this point. That's all I'm saying. Because he has said if you're not top 3 in your organization,
But what makes
Whether
Jimmy
you're
Butler
top 3
other
player or a top 3 resume, because we're going off resume.
exactly, and
Tony Parker has a better resume than Gervin. Maybe not D Robinson and Timmy D. Actually, D Robinson may be debatable because Tony has 5 or 4 and a Finals MVP. Dave Robinson doesn't have a Finals MVP. Timmy D won that Finals MVP.
This is what I'll say about Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler doesn't have crazy regular season averages and stats and accolades
To be no
to be a Hall of Famer. And then also when we talk about playoffs, you don't get a participation trophy for getting your team far if you didn't win anything.
Why do you think he don't? Why don't they? He don't touch them trophies when they're given to him. He don't touch them. The real question is he top 3 in the playoffs? Because he tried to say no.
Yeah, look at what he does in the playoffs.
But we're talking. You asked about Hall of Fame.
I did.
Is he Hall of Fame? He's
No.
he's a debatable like third ballot around there. He's not first ballot. He's debatable. He is
debatable. That's
he's
why we're
debatable.
debating it. That's why we're debating.
He's
DeMar
debatable.
DeRozan-
I would lean towards no
DeMar
right now.
DeRozan is more of a Hall of Famer than Jimmy Butler.
No, he's not.
No.
There's only 24 people that can say I have more points than DeMar DeRozan. He is top 25 NBA scorers ever.
He's never been.
That's
so
a
far.
crazy ass take. That's the most underrated take. Not the most underrated take, but that's the underrated take.
Above
He's-
Jimmy Butler?
What has he done? What has he done?
I would go Jimmy Butler
Besides hitting a
first.
lot of
I would go Jimmy Butler first.
Jimmy
Jimmy
Butler.
Butler's not top 30 in nothing.
Jimmy Butler's a better defender. Jimmy Butler has more playoff success. I think they're tied in All Stars.
Bro, all that is cool. DeMar DeRozan. I'm not saying DeMar DeRozan is HOF, but to me, he has a way better take than
Way better?
than Jimmy
Jimmy
Butler.
Butler has led his team to the finals and the conference finals like 3 times. What?
And lost.
DeMar didn't even get the chance to get there.
DeMar the year
He's never been.
the year DeMar left, his team literally won the finals.
Go to the
Literally,
go to the
right?
finals 3 times and lose, or be a top 25 NBA scorer of all time.
They get rid of him and
Neither has a ring.
They get rid of him and his team immediately goes to the finals.
But am I wrong though? Neither got a ring. Y'all acting like this is a crazy take. Neither got a ring. And,
course not.
and both is crazy in history. But the one who's gonna be most remembered is a top 25, not someone who loses.
Jimmy Butler is way more memorable
Jimmy
than
Butler
DeMar
will be
DeRozan.
more remembered.
All right.
What has DeMar DeRozan done? What
When
specific
it's all said and
moments
done,
in his
neither of them will
career
be
are
remembered for real.
memorable?
When it's all said and
When it's
done,
all said and done, neither of them gonna be
neither of
remembered
them
for
will be
real.
remembered for real.
Would you
but
rather be
I
remembered
would
for
definitely-
losing when people bring you up, or would you rather be remembered as, oh shit, I didn't even know he was top? Excuse my
He's
language.
gonna get
Oh, I didn't even
remembered
know
for
he was top.
LeBron wiping his ass with him back in 2016 and 17 and 18 in the playoffs.
He's still gonna be
He went
top
outside.
20. But at that time, he's gonna be top 20.
Is
NBA
DeRozan
scorer.
even the best player on his team?
I think Kyle Lowry has a better career than him.
No, I was talking about Zach LaVine, but
Oh, I thought you were
Oh, you talking about right now?
historical.
Yeah.
Right now, I feel like
Yeah, he's better than LaVine.
I feel like it's a hard take because it's in the play, but it's if you watch the game, it's shown that Zach LaVine is the number one option. DeMar DeRozan was there to let it be known that Zach LaVine is the number one option. They had a team meeting last year mad at Zach because he wasn't performing like the number one option. So I feel like that's a bad question because you can't say he's not the best player on his team because it's already proven who's going to be the one to get the ball first.
But
Zach LaVine.
well, I'll say this: looking at players,
DeMar DeRozan still averaging 20 plus. You
he's
can look that up.
yeah, he's nice, but
it's just too early to
But
say.
yeah, I'm not saying that.
we're gonna move to the next topic. We're gonna talk about the NFL then. NFL, I know you're a Bears fan.
Damn.
You with the
I know you a Cowboys fan.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And we had just lost.
Well, yeah.
That was a bad loss.
Yeah.
But who the better team though? Us. Come on now.
Where are they both going to be?
I was about to say, it don't matter where you both going to be when playoffs start in a few weeks.
Hey, I think
Sitting right where you sitting.
I think Dallas is one of the best teams.
Doing
in
what
the
he
NFC.
doing. Eating. Sitting.
Whoa now. You acting like our team can't make it far in the playoffs.
When was the last time they did
They
that?
can't make it.
When was the last time they did that?
Stop it.
Come on now.
Get some
When
help.
was the last time they did that?
It's been a
I
while.
said this last show. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to re-say it because I don't think you really understood me. Don't get me tight. That's it.
Don't
That
get
was-
you tight.
Don't get me tight.
What?
Dallas.
About Dallas?
Yes. Don't get me tight.
Why
That's
you
it.
hating on Dallas?
I ain't hating on
Dallas-
Dallas.
Dallas-
I ain't hating on Dallas. You know what I hating on?
What?
You.
Dallas fans
What?
do this every year.
I don't think I like Dallas fans.
Dallas
I'm tired
fans
of
do
the
this every
delusional.
year. This is y'all year every year,
Every year.
and y'all are upset at the end of every year.
And them boys look good every year. And they don't even talk about it.
Look,
Talking about Philly for those who don't understand.
look. We looking bad right now, but all we gotta do is get rid of Dak. We get rid of
Dak was
Dak.
just your guy. Dak was
America,
just
let me
your
tell you
guy.
something.
My guy?
Dak was just your guy. It was pay Dak.
America, if you give the ball to Dak, you're going downhill. Down, babe. It's not good. Don't give the ball to Dak. Don't listen to him. Take that back.
Dak
I'm not even a
was just
Dallas
your
fan.
guy.
Don't trust Dak. You better trust someone else. Trust CD.
That's why
Or
I just said
go
get,
trust a defensive player.
that's why I said get rid of Dak.
Oh, I thought you said give it to Dak.
Get rid of Dak for who?
Oh.
I said get rid of Dak.
Get rid of Dak for who?
We can make something happen. Kyler Murray's right out there. I'm choosing him over Dak Prescott.
Who?
What's Kyler
Kyler
Murray
Murray.
done? What's Kyler Murray done?
I mean, he was on a bad team.
I think he's good.
Kyler Murray.
You don't respect Kyler
had
Murray?
talent
I think he's good. I
around
think
him.
Kyler Murray is really good. I think he has the potential. I think better potential than Dak. Dak's proved he likes to give receptions to the other team.
That's true. That's why we gotta get rid of that dude. Bro, I've always, for the last couple seasons, I'm not gonna say I'm a Dak hater, but I've been very skeptical of his game. I don't think he's the answer. I don't think Totally Pollard is the answer either. I think we need a new option for the running back and the quarterback position.
I think he needs to be given more of a chance, Pollard. And I think Murray's biggest problem is probably like maturity. Just maturity in the league. I'm not saying he acts like a little kid, but you know when you see talented young men make it to the professionals, college and professionals is different.
Right.
You get to a mature level these young men got to face, and I feel like that's what it is,
Right.
a maturity level. Little things like seeing D Hop, a top 5 receiver, talented veteran, being frustrated on the sideline, and y'all not being that men's. To me, I'm always gonna take the veteran side because that's immaturity. Yeah, I feel like you should know that. And then his response or his body language to D Hop's frustration, it's immaturity. It's more like it's not really a conversation. It's like he's not really confrontational. One of those kids that was always kind of like given to him, I guess. But again, I could be wrong. But yeah, I'm sticking to that though on the maturity thing. I feel like Murray's big thing is maturity.
So, next topic with the 49ers, man. 3 straight losses. They would have run up. I was saying that they were the best team in the league a few weeks ago. I feel like everybody was. They were looking great. Now they're looking a little rough. I'm not going to say that they're not a great team still, but 3 straight losses is difficult. Y'all still got them as the best team in the NFC?
I don't have them as the best team
I don't have them as the best team in the NFC
because they don't have a quarterback.
because the Eagles are still well alive. But it's to me, shout out my Uncle CeeLo. To me, it's the Niners. You just don't count the Niners out like Golden State. And they, you know what I'm saying? That's their neighbor right there.
I can't give a team without a quarterback. I can't give a team without a quarterback being a top team. I mean, well, they can be a top team, but I can't call them the best.
You don't think Brock Purdy's a solid quarterback?
No. Let's look at when they lose. When they lose, what is a star quarterback is when things aren't going right around you. Your defense isn't playing well. You can take your team to a win. You got the type of offensive firepower to take your team to a win. If teams take away Christian McCaffrey, when they've taken away the run game, when they've taken away Christian McCaffrey, Brock Purdy is not pushing you over the edge. When everything is not perfect around Brock Purdy, they're not going to do anything.
Just because he's not a star quarterback doesn't mean they don't
not being a star, but he's just an average guy. He's an average guy. He's an average Joe. It's nothing special about Brock Purdy. It's nothing. It's not. When things don't go right around Brock Purdy, when the defense isn't playing well, their run game isn't going, he is not going to pass your way to a victory. He's not going to. He's a system guy. He's not going to lead you to a victory. He's not going to take you
kind of like his first year.
Right, he's young.
You're talking like we didn't watch him the last 5 years. We watched him 10 games last season.
Exactly, but from what I'm talking about, from what we've seen,
do fans do that?
I'm talking about from what we've seen, and then he just asked the question: are they the best team? And where's Brock Purdy right now? I'm going off of what Brock Purdy is right now. He didn't say what will they be next year, the year after that. I'm going off of what he is.
You said when we see them lose, we see this. He just took his first 3 losses ever in his professional career.
But I'm also looking at how they won.
Numbers weren't like terrible.
I'm not saying they're terrible, but I'm also looking at how they've won.
I don't know. I feel like giving him the blame is
I wasn't giving him the blame. My point is when things are not going right, he's not going to give you that extra edge, that extra push to lead you to a win.
That's true. Do you think that he could do that as the season goes on? We're halfway through the season. The first half, I think he was playing rather well.
I feel like he has the potential to be one.
He was playing well, but I don't see him playing.
And he got weapons
that much better.
That's a crazy take.
Like I said, if the defense isn't playing well, if the run game isn't going,
yeah,
they're not going to do much. And I think teams are seeing that. If you stop the run game, I feel like that's the best option. The defense wants the ball in Brock Purdy's hands.
When y'all played Niners?
Shit, I don't know. That's not my point though. My point is the best option for the opposing defense is to get the ball out of Christian McCaffrey's hands and into Brock Purdy's hands, and we'll see what happens.
That's a valid take. Christian McCaffrey, he's dangerous. He's the best running back in the league.
I feel like he's the best player on that team, which is why the offense is ran through him, not because Purdy lacks.
Fred Warner is arguable.
Okay, I think Christian McCaffrey is the best player on that offense, which is why the offense runs through him or Debo on a lot of majority of the playbook. Not because Purdy lacks. I think more so because the talent on the offense is so diverse that it has to be spread out. Also, kind of like Hill with the Saints. He does so much. Got to spread out his talents. So much talent on the offense. On the offense thing, you got Debo, McCaffrey. Then you got weapons. So now you can do wildcats, rushing. And now you got Purdy, a still growing quarterback, developing into his own skills. You know what I'm saying? I think they could be. I mean, they always choke in the postseason. They always choke in postseason, but
I won't Now, I'm not making this comparison now. I'm not saying that they are at all on the same level, but Brock Purdy, a lot of people were saying they remind him of a young Tom Brady, right? People were saying that because of the situation.
I never heard that. I never
heard
heard
that.
Y'all
that.
never heard that?
I never.
Y'all ain't been in no barbershops lately.
I never heard it.
I've heard
You're,
that.
you're going on barbershop takes. I'm thinking you about to say like Nick Wright said something.
I'm bringing it to the people. I've heard multiple people say that. And what I say, I'm not saying that Brock Purdy will get to that level, but it just makes me think of Tom Brady because me and Rel got in a debate
What has he
recently.
done to make you think of Tom Brady? Like,
Yo,
what is he done?
y'all, let me transition topics, bro. God damn, I'm trying to transition the topic. Y'all niggas just, god damn. Chill, alright. Brock Purdy. So, with Tom Brady, me and Rel had gotten a debate earlier with Tom Brady. And I said that Tom Brady is the GOAT of football, not the GOAT of the quarterback position. I say he is the greatest player to ever put that uniform on.
I don't like doing the greatest of all time in football because it's literally positions. I feel like you can do that in basketball. I don't feel like you can do that in football. You can only go by positions. I feel like I don't like doing greatest of all time in football because defense and offense is there.
But here's my thing. I feel like it's an exception for Tom Brady who gets the edge over everybody. This guy has 7 Super Bowls.
You can't talk greatest or best player and make exceptions. That dilutes your whole argument. If you're gonna talk greatest player in football, there's so many things that you do. You run,
Right.
you jump,
Right.
you catch, you throw, you kick,
You block.
you block.
And the great blockers don't get that much recognition. You could never give us up a sack in your whole career. Nobody's ever really gonna talk about you.
Tom Brady has perfected only one of those things on that list.
True.
And to get those 7 rings, a lot of people had to do a lot of things.
Right around him.
More
Also.
things than he has done in order to get that ring.
Yes.
That's why I say he's not, to me, he's not considered the GOAT. Anyone who considers him the GOAT is they don't know the game. That's why I consider people like Prime the GOAT or LT the GOAT, Jerry Rice the GOAT.
Tom Brady's
But
not
me,
in that
it would be
category?
Dion.
Tom Brady's not in the same category.
I mean, if
Out of 6 things you do in football, he does one,
He's
and
the-
he throws it to people that do multiple. The 3 people I just said already do at least 3 of those things.
What 3 things did Jerry Rice do?
He ran across
Oh
the
yeah,
game.
Lawrence
Just
just run,
tackle.
jump, and catch
That's athleticism.
at the
That's-
best level ever.
Run, jump, and catch. I mean, you run your route, you catch the ball. It's mainly just the catching part.
That's what I'm saying.
He wasn't,
Those
like,
are just
extremely fast.
Athletic.
You guys can argue that, but people have considered him people with not barbershop talk.
The goat receiver.
No, I've heard people consider him the GOAT NFL player many times. I'm not saying I agree with that. I'm not saying I'm misunderstanding what I'm saying. I'm not saying I agree with that. But he does 3 out of the things that you do in football at the highest level and has yards that people still have yet to touch.
Not everybody gets. I mean, with your positions, not. That's why I said you can do a goat in basketball because you get a chance to do all those things. When you play football,
So you consider Tom Brady more of a GOAT than Jerry Rice?
if I really did all the players and who the GOAT would be, I would definitely choose Tom Brady. But like I said, I don't like knowing the GOAT for
think
all
that's-
players in football. I would do it for positions, but all players in football, everybody doesn't get the chance to do the same thing.
To me, Tom
Blockers
Brady
don't
doesn't
run.
touch a
But
5.
there was a
Defensive ends don't carry the ball.
okay, but this isn't a topic that isn't talked
Safeties
about.
don't throw the ball.
This isn't a topic that's not talked about. The NFL made a top 100 list, and if I get you don't like to have that conversation, but if we had to, who you going with?
Who am I going with?
My first player is going to be
Tom Brady.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't.
Tom Brady, the best winner ever.
7. He has more rings than any
He has to
team.
throw it to people to make plays. I can't wait for the comments I would love to see what people say in the comments. But in my opinion, he has to throw people to make plays. Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback to ever live. That's not even an argument. Greatest player? No, I'm not giving him that.
We've watched him. I feel like
don't think so.
We've watched them
Might gotta
make
redo
players
that.
better. Julian Edelman was
Yeah,
a
you gonna have to restart.
Okay. Where we at? Okay. Who was talking?
Tom
That's
Brady
the
has
question.
made receivers better. You say you have to throw it to the guys. Well, the ball has to get to the guys. Who gets the ball to the guys?
Yeah.
The quarterback.
Bro.
Who does the team revolve
Yes, he's the
around?
best passer. He's a great passer. That's phenomenal. If he throws it to someone, they get tackled. They have to break a tackle to do something. He's the greatest winner. Yes, player. You guys have to. That's why I don't understand that because you just say you're a Bronx
Are you
fan.
going to talk about athletes?
Hold on. Because you guys said the greatest NFL player. That means what do you do in football?
Right.
I just listed 6. Tom Brady does one of those things. I listed other players who does at least 3 of those things at a high aspect. No, they don't have as many rings as Tom Brady. We can go into the politics, him playing in a different time, rules changing. We can go into all of that. But even if we don't have to, at the end of the day, Tom Brady has to throw it to people to make those plays.
All right, let me ask you.
Period.
Let me
when
ask
he went
you.
to the Buccaneers, his team was loaded for a reason. Because he needed great players.
They
for
had a
him to
lot of
play
the
with.
same faces the year before with Jameis Winston.
AB wasn't on that team. They changed some of the coaching staff. Well, Devin White was there a year prior.
AB
Was the MVP there a year prior? Devin White. No, excuse me, he wasn't on MVP. Well, was Devin White there a year prior?
Was he or was that his rookie season? I think he might have had a year before that.
I don't know. You could fact check me on that.
And
one.
then also AB
There's
was
a
like
lot
the
of
third or fourth
adjustments that the
option.
Buccaneers made when Tom Brady got there. It wasn't the same team like that. No, it was not.
I'm saying it's a lot. It was a lot of the same faces on the team.
Yeah.
That was
More than
sitting
half the
down.
team was there.
There was a lot of new faces on
Their
the
2 main receivers were there.
Who? Mike Evans, yeah.
Godwin.
Chris Godwin, yeah.
Those were their 2 main receivers. AB was the third or fourth option.
Yeah. And he had been out the league like 2 years.
Godwin, what Godwin do in the chip? I could be wrong. I'm just waiting for answers.
Just in one specific game. I'm talking about him over the season. He was
What'd he do?
he was definitely he was the second best receiver on that team. It wasn't AB.
I don't remember that.
That's facts.
I was just saying that Tom Brady, the fact that his biggest criticism was Bill Belichick was.
You're still naming, but although back to the Chris Godwin, you're still naming players.
I was saying
He has to throw it to
that
these
same
players
face
for-
was
for-
there
for
the
them.
year before.
Okay, but he still has to throw it to these. Without these players, there's no Tom Brady.
All right, let me ask you something. Who's the
I don't understand how you guys.
who's the
but then
best
you guys
who's the
argue
best
about
player
Bron being
today?
The better player.
Who's the best
But
player?
But those the facts you use for Bron don't.
I can't compare basketball to football. I said I don't even feel like you could do.
I'm comparing the facts. Bron fans would argue he's the greatest player because of specific numbers and the things he does. Brady beats you in numbers only in passing yards, where you can debate.
He's a quarterback. That's his job.
Hold on. You can debate with Brady, Breeze, and Montana, and everybody else. Yes, that's his job. Then you have people who do their job and then some. You have people who do their job on defense to where it turns into offense. That's why I'm saying Tom Brady is silly.
Okay, you said Jerry Rice. Other than receive the ball, what did Jerry Rice do?
LT in prime first.
You also
I
said
said
Jerry Rice though.
I heard that as an example. I was stuck on the LT in prime.
Well,
That's what I said.
other. What did he pass? What did he do? Prime returned and also played
What did
offense.
LT do?
Aside from deep,
If,
what did
if I
LT?
had to answer, what did LT
What
do?
multiple
That's
things?
crazy.
Like, cause you're saying multiple things. Other than his job, what's the then some that he did? Other than his job, what's the then some that he did?
Bro, I'm not answering that. If you don't know LT history, then
Nah, just off of the. I think it's going off of the criteria that you gave when you said throw, pass, run, jump. You know, the things like that. How many of
What's
those
the
things
then some that he did?
Yeah, how many of those things did Lawrence Taylor do? Because
He was the best at his job. What's the then some that he did? What's those other categories that he's filling?
I'm not answering what did LT do. I'm not answering that.
Okay.
If we don't know what LT did, then why are we even talking about
He did
football?
his job the best, but I'm saying that extra because I'm going by your standards, your criteria. those extra things. He didn't catch the ball. He didn't run.
Yeah, he didn't throw.
He didn't
so
throw.
so I don't even think LT's a GOAT when I'm talking because I think drugs fall into that. I
So
disagree with everything you just said.
was the
Let's talk
who was
prime
who
then.
was
Let's
the
talk
GOAT?
prime then. Let's talk prime. My GOAT is prime. Deion Sanders.
And I have Deion Sanders tied for my favorite player of all time.
But who's better, Tom Brady or Deion? If we have to.
I'm not going to compare a quarterback to a
No,
cornerback.
because y'all just try to argue me with people who I didn't say was my goal. Y'all try to argue me with Jerry Rice and LT, people I use as examples. Now I'm saying
Because I'm trying to
Prime
break
is
your
that.
point.
Now I want y'all to argue that.
Now,
I did all that nonsense. Argue Prime now.
Okay, Prime's the greatest corner, obviously.
Why not the greatest player though?
What I'd say that he's the best athlete to come into football, or tied with Bo Jackson. But what makes him the best?
How does greatest athlete and greatest player not the?
Just
I'm not,
just
and
just
I want you to explain for them.
just
Not for
just
me.
just how we were just
Explain
how
the
we
difference between an athlete and a player, or the best athlete and best player.
just how we were talking about in the NBA, Russ being probably the best athlete in the league. Does that make him the best player in the league?
No.
He doesn't. He might be the most athletic, best athlete, can do the most, can jump the highest, run the fastest, have strength.
I just need a clarification for them. That's all.
Yeah, and Prime athletics was crazy.
Yeah.
But like I said, I don't even like to do the. I go by position.
Okay. Right.
But we're not talking about position. Why is Prime not considered the best over Brady? Because Prime, we've seen him do it at an excellent level on both sides and special teams.
I would say my personal.
He didn't. One.
Because of Brady's accolades. I would say Brady. He has more. He has, like I said before,
What, passing yards?
He has MVPs. He has Offensive Player of the Years. He has rings.
rings.
Prime has Defensive Player of the Year.
He made
Prime
it
is
to
a
the
great.
Super Bowl half of
Prime.
his career.
Prime is considered a top 3 returner. Prime is considered the best cornerback of all time.
Right.
That's already 2 different sheets of playbooks, or I guess different playbooks that Prime is in.
Is he a top 3 returner? I feel like I got 3 other returners better. He was a great returner, but I feel like Cordell Patterson, Devin Hester. I say Deshaun Jackson. None of that is crazy. Cordell Patterson has, I think, the most return touchdowns.
For the Vikings.
And Devin Hester is known as. Come on now.
Deshaun Jackson is a better returner than Deion Sanders.
Did you watch Deshaun Jackson? Did you see him?
I'm older than you by like 3 years. I've seen Deshaun.
He's 23.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. 23. Be 24 in December. Shout out my Sagittarius. Deshaun Jackson is a better returner than Deion Sanders.
I put him up there. I'm not. It's debatable.
No. Don't say debatable now, because you just said your top 3 was Hester. I'm cool with Patterson over Deion. Patterson is great.
Yeah.
Patterson is definitely up there. Absolutely. Would I put him over Deion? No. So I guess that's debatable. Deshaun Jackson is a better returner.
Deshaun Jackson is not crazy. Deshaun Jackson is not crazy.
Do you know the numbers?
I don't know the exact numbers.
Do you know
I'm
the
going off
yards?
of what I've seen. I don't know the exact numbers. No,
Hey, that play when he had dropped the ball and picked it back up, and then that was nice. I'm not saying that makes the top 3, but that was
Deshaun Jackson
crazy.
is not crazy. I feel like if I said Tyreek Hill, that wouldn't have been crazy. There's arguable people for returns. Tyreek Hill is crazy. Tyreek Hill is crazy. Tyreek Hill is crazy.
Let's comment. You let me know.
Nah, speaking of Tyreek Hill,
The facts number's gonna come up.
Tyreek Hill, if he plays, Miami's looking nice. I'm gonna put this out there. If Tyreek Hill and Miami win this year,
Wait. Can I say one thing?
of course, but
Who's the best player today? Who would you say is the best player?
Tyreek Hill.
Is the best player today?
Player?
That would be your number 1.
Mine are 1A, 1B. I'll either give it to McCaffrey or probably Hill.
Okay.
Why?
I would say without a doubt it's Patrick Mahomes, but okay.
Oh, no, I don't disagree with that at all. I I only didn't say Patrick Mahomes because I'm just so used to it. So forgive me. So all right, Patrick Mahomes, Tariq Hill, and Christian McCaffrey.
Why is it
And
Patrick?
Micah Parsons.
Why is it Patrick Mahomes?
Why?
Yeah. No, I agree. I'm just asking, why is it Patrick Mahomes?
What he does with the rock, we haven't seen any. I haven't seen no QB do it that well, especially at the speed he does it. The sidearm, the scramble, it's hard. It's like watching Russell Wilson in like what 2016 when you just couldn't sack the dude. Like
So it's the mixture of how he does it, not specifically just.
no, it's a mixture
is
of
accomplished through it?
how he mixes it all in one. He's doing no look passes. He's scrambling at a high rate and not getting sacks often. His completion rate, his winning percentage. That's why I got him right now in the league. Yeah, that's why I got him over him.
So when we talk GOAT, why would it not be Tom Brady though?
You're asking best player now and then GOAT. That doesn't even.
But I think,
But hold on. I'm gonna answer that. But the reason why it wouldn't be because Tom Brady doesn't even scramble. He's a great passer. He knows how to adjust plays. He knows how to read the defense. And like I might be the best IQ ever. But he's all we seen him do was throw the rock at a phenomenal rate, phenomenal level.
right, but I think
So hold on, I don't understand. What was your take on that? I don't understand. What was your?
the logic he was using was that I feel like the logic he was using was when you were thinking of the best players today and you had chose Patrick Mahomes, your mind immediately went to a quarterback because of the role that they play.
No,
in the team.
my mind.
I wouldn't say that immediately.
He brought up Patrick Mahomes, and I forgot how great Patrick Mahomes is and what he's been doing and why he's number one. My mind immediately went to a receiver,
So why?
someone who catches the rock and does something with it.
Do you think the receiver is a more like more? I'm not gonna say valuable, but it seems like in the way you're explaining it, the receiver does more in terms of athletics.
A receiver or
Well,
a cornerback.
yeah, in terms of athletics,
It's the hardest position in the game.
But
Hard,
also,
harder than corner.
A cornerback is the most difficult position
Oh, I
in the
thought you
game.
said wide receiver.
I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like it's definitely up there, but I'd say it's quarterback.
I wouldn't debate that, but in my opinion, I think a receiver or not the receiver. I think the receiver or the cornerback is the
Receiver? You feel like receivers up there in hardest?
no.
So yeah, no, that's not I'm gonna start it. Alright. So that was another episode of Front Row Seat. We talked about a lot. Wembanyama, LeBron, Lakers versus Celtics, and of course Tom Brady debate. That John just threw me off. But yeah, Jamin had to step early, but it's me and Rel saying good night to y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in, and we gonna be back next week as usual.
Come to the front row.
Absolutely. We gonna see y'all next time.